Hello kids, it's Bunny here with another junk journal, and we return to my favorite theme, which is the beach. This I'm calling The Call of the Sea. Let me zoom out a little, and as you see, it is hardbound with beautiful sea turtle fabric covering it, which I just adore. And a little picture and some little starfish, and it's held together with this velvet, that's what it's called, velvet sash, and sort of a sea green color. And inside we see mermaids. Beautiful mermaids. First of all, there's on the inside lace pocket, I have a little note about this journal to let people know what a junk journal is and how they can use it. And inside are journaling cards, which are blank on the back so you can write on them, and tags, which are also blank on the back so you can write on them. And this journal, you actually can journal in if you want to. I mean, there's room for writing, and at the beginning of each, there's 4 signatures, and at the beginning of each signature is a week's planner. So you could have this for the month of February, perhaps, or March, or whatever, as your journal. And in this first pocket here, we have a tag and a card. Oh, I forgot there was an envelope in the front too. Yeah, there's a little envelope, and inside is are some foreign vintage stamps. And there's a little teeny weeny envelope here, and it's also got foreign vintage stamps in it. And this is some authentic ephemera from 1949, a Saucony Vacuum Oil Company receipt. And we have some vintage sheet music, and a doily, and some old paper, and a page from a vintage Creole cookbook, seafoods, of course. And there are little clusters and stampings and little things all throughout, and you can see there's lace on the edges of some of the pages, and little peekaboos and all sorts of interesting things. There's some old book page. This is page from an Edith Holden book, who did beautiful garden drawings. I'm not sure what this has to do with the sea, but I always like to have a little bit of Edith's work in my journals. And here's another journaling card. Here's a authentic vintage photograph of someone ready for the beach. And another journaling card. There's some handmade paper. I didn't make it, but it is handmade. And this is an extra large envelope pocket that I made, that inside has a beautiful large journaling card and a love letter from 1944. And you'll enjoy reading that. He writes it to his baby and sends it by airmail. And moving on, more handmade paper. In this pocket we have a vintage railroad train check and some journaling cards and another tag. There's more of the Edith Holden. I think the dragonfly made me think of water. I see them hanging out over the water a lot. Not the ocean maybe, but other water. And here's another journaling card. This is a journaling card. It's not actually a photograph. It's a journaling card. Facsimile photograph. This, however, is authentic ephemera. It is a certificate of stock and Precision Polymers Incorporated. So there you have it. You're rich now. Just buy this journal and you'll have that very valuable certificate of stock, which I'm sure its company is not around anymore. Here is some beautiful embroidery from a Indian sari, vintage. More vintage sheet music. And in this pocket we have more journaling cards. That's another journaling card. And a tag. Here is some French sheet music, which is not authentic. This is a replica here, but it is very pretty, so I included it. Most of the things in here are authentic. And here's another journaling card and another authentic photograph of Othello on the beach. Boy, I wish I were there right now, don't you? Here's an agent stub. It's authentic ephemera. And more journaling cards. And here's a authentic postcard to Marjorie from somebody. I'm not sure about the year. It's probably the 40s. Moving on, more handmade paper. Here's another bag with a journaling card in it. And here's a pretty fabric ruffle. Here are some more journaling cards. And another tag. All about mermaids in the ocean. Here's a romance between a man and a mermaid. And here's some more vintage ephemera. It's from the Bank of Crew and it doesn't say the year, but it's 38 cents worth of tax, something like that. So it must have been a long time ago, because you know taxes are more than that now. More journaling cards. Here's another authentic photograph. A young, rather muscular boy. Suntanned, I'm sure. And another little teeny envelope with stamps inside, vintage foreign stamps. I'm moving quickly because I don't trust this thing to stay on. You know? Here's some more journaling cards of beach scenes from days of yore. And days of old, rather. collector stub, sidewalk cub, or gutter assessment notice, 1933. Have you had your gutter assessed lately? You might want to take care of that. Let's see, what else do we have? Here's another large envelope or pocket or whatever, in which I've put another large, beautiful, very beautiful journaling card and a little miniature notebook journal that you can write notes in. And a little texture paste here. Here's more journaling cards of interest. The tag. And I'm not standing in a very comfortable position. And here's another piece of sari ribbon from India. There's another vintage photograph, some young boys on the beach. And here is a warrant. Lehigh County, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Yeah, I wonder what kind of trouble that person was in. We'll have to read it and see. And here's more journaling card and a tag and another envelope with foreign stamps in it. And my voice is going. And you have places for notes. There's plenty of places to journal. Blank pages here and there, and of course the backs of cards and ephemera, things like that. Journaling card and tag. And here's a little vintage cabinet photo, very small, very handsome young man. And more journaling cards, little fishies, and a naked mermaid, and a vintage appreciation coupon. Coupon with each case of this coffee to show their appreciation. Hafner Coffee Company. Not sure what year that is, but it's vintage also. And this octopus tuck, there's more journaling cards and a vintage ticket and another vintage photograph and another tag. And this is the back of the book. And in the back of the book I put another small journal notebook that you can keep notes in when you're away from the big one. And that's it. That's the call of the sea. And I hope you'll visit my shop and take a look. Thanks. Bye-bye. See you next time.